So the other day it was very cloudy and very rainy, but I was at work and I really wanted to go out and shoot. The problem is, by the time I get home from work, I get my camera, I go to the location, I'll only have maybe an hour of daylight to shoot. So that begs the question, can you even get a decent shot within an hour time span on a rainy day? So luckily I actually live close to a really nice provincial park, and this is where I cheat a little bit because I've gone there twice already in about the past 2 months. So I'm fairly familiar with the park. But that's the thing, when you're going to shoot something and you only have a little tiny bit of time to shoot, I think it's better to go shoot something that you know versus going to a location where you don't know anything and you're probably going to walk away with either the most amazing photo or nothing. At least this way I get out and shoot and I can get some nice photos of stuff that I've already shot before but in a different light. So the first stop was obviously the bend. This bend is amazing. It's huge. It's got these nice sand dunes down the side. You got the nice evergreen. And we had a little tiny bit of fog coming up in the distance, which was pretty cool. But I shot this photo a while ago in the fall in some really nice light. So it'll be interesting to compare this photo to the rainy day, the moody sort of photo, and see which one I like better.
So do you guys like my janky setup here? When I was here like a couple weeks ago, or maybe even a month ago now, when we had leaves, I couldn't get up high enough to actually get the bend the way I wanted to, and I had to use generative fill to get some stuff out of here. But right now, as you can see, it is a very moody day. We have a little bit of fog in the trees over there, which is actually really cool. I don't know how much that'll actually show up on the photo, but it's raining. You can tell everything's wet, but it's like a nice light rain, but it's making for a really moody atmosphere. And now that my camera's up high enough and pointed down, I can actually get the shot that I kind of want. And I kind of like this a bit more than the other shot. Like, I'll have to edit the photo and see, but this is that other photo. And as you can see, the color's nice, the light was nice, but this is a totally different atmosphere. This is very moody, very dark, and everything is super saturated, which I really, really like. So I'm hoping this will turn out good.
Now, I'm really not sure which one I actually prefer, because it's the same composition between the nice photo, like the nice weather photo, and the rainy day photo, but I'm not sure which one I actually prefer because they both evoke different feelings. They're vastly different in their overall tones and colors, which, even though it's the same photo, same composition, it's a completely different feeling. So you guys can comment below which one you think is better, but I don't know. I'm torn on this one.
The thing is, with weather like this, it's a little hard to tell if I should be using a polarizer or shouldn't be using a polarizer, because polarizers cut down on the reflections. But at this point, I kind of like the reflections off of everything. It kind of gives it, I don't know, a certain look to it. Everything looks so rich, but I don't know. I'm deciding if I should toss a polarizer on here just to see the difference, maybe make the colors a bit more saturated. There's not a ton of color. You got the yellow in the sand, the brown in the brush, and the green of the evergreens, which, I mean, it's cool. You know what? I'll do it. I'll just throw on a polarizer and just for shits and giggles, and you guys can compare which one you think is a better shot, with the polarizer or without the polarizer. Comment below.
And as for the version that has the polarizer in it versus without the polarizer, the results are so minimal. Like, I notice a little bit of a difference in the water and the sky, but honestly, it's not much to really say you should or shouldn't use a polarizer. I don't know. Not much of a difference.
Hopefully I don't get a parking ticket because the road's gone. I guess it washed out or something, so I can't park down where I want to park. So I'm parking my truck in a campground. Hopefully no parking ticket. We'll see.
So afterwards, my wife and I decided to go walk down to the waterfall, and by this time the sun had got really low, like it was dipping below the trees. So when you're in the forest, it was pretty freaking dark. But there's a nice little waterfall in there, but I didn't want to shoot a moody version of it because I shot this version of it a few weeks ago, and I really like how this one turned out. I don't think I need a moody style version of it, but what I was intrigued by is this bridge going across the waterfall in the river. I wanted to get some reflection shots, and I thought it might be a cool shot to get the bridge in a puddle. Now, it was just a little hard finding the right puddle, taking all the leaves out, and kind of deciding if that was a good composition.
I'm trying to get some reflection shots of the bridge in this little puddle right here. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. The photo looks all right, but you can't really tell on the video, but it's really dark here. So, like, got my little flashlight here just to see in case I can't see anything. But I'm getting my wife to go stand in the middle of the little bridge up there. And I'm gonna try to take a reflection shot. In my mind, it looks good, but we'll see. We'll see.
So even though I do like this bridge shot, I think there's some things that could be improved upon. Obviously, light is the main one. The sun had already dipped below the trees, so I didn't really have a ton of light to play with. I had to shoot at a higher ISO. There was no soft light because on rainy days, on moody days, you get a lot of diffused light coming in and it looks really nice. It's dark, but it's kind of like ethereal. But in this case, the sun had already gone below the trees. It was just dark. We were just having a little bit of roll off in the forest. So if I were to go back and shoot this again on a moody day, I would come earlier when the sun's a bit higher and get those nice diffused highlights. I think that would look nice. But I'm still happy with the shot. I think it's a cool shot. I just think it can be improved upon.
So now with that being the end of the light, the sun's gone down, it's pretty dark out. I'm gonna end the video here. So if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe. I'd love to see you guys back here hanging out in another video. And if you wanna see this location in the daytime, click this video here. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Have a good one. Peace.